Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today with another video. Now it's the time of year, bridge season, fall's coming, leaves are changing. It's cool in the morning, warm in the afternoon, but we know very soon things are going to change. The weather's going to start to get bitter, the leaves are all going to fall off of the trees, and when it does, well, I'm going to be glad that I have my Wulcea Graphene heated jacket. This here is a brand new product to me. I have yet to even take a look at this. I have been definitely testing heated jackets and heated products for a couple of years now, and I have some thoughts. These products are very useful, battery operated. They have different heating zones, but each and every one of them a little bit different. If you do some research, take a look online, maybe you're shopping around, it's really hard to tell what's going to work well and what's going to kind of not quite cut it. But I have had some really great luck, and again, with different types of heated products. So what we're going to do today is a full look at this. We're going to go through it in detail, break it out of the box for the first time. I'm going to go through the features, get my first impressions, then we'll get it outside for some practical field use, and I'll come back to the studio and I'll give you my final thoughts. And so with that said, I have a whole bunch to do and a whole bunch to share with you. And if you're interested in seeing a little bit more about what I'm about to get into, do me a favor, stay tuned. Now, before we get too far, I would like to say thank you very much to the people at Wulcea who did provide this for review. And so as we get into this here, starting with the unboxing and first impressions, Wulcea, honestly, is a brand I don't know a whole heck of a lot about. I have seen a lot of different brands, different companies online. This one is new to me. They reached out to me to ask if I'd be interested in checking out their aerospace insulation technology in their graphene heated jacket. And I was like, well, I would definitely like to stay warm, and I'm always interested in checking out new products. This here is model JRJK80475. And again, you'll see that this has some pretty nice features. I'm actually looking forward to this. Each product that I've tested in the past greatly varies. And this has a little bit of a layout that I haven't quite seen before. So as you look on the inside here, just going to read this real quick. Graphene. So that is a key feature. Graphene is an advanced material with high tensile strength, electrical conductivity, and thermal properties. Its heating elements ensure safe and effective heating, although at slightly lower pace than traditional electric heating wires. So that's kind of interesting. Graphene also offers health benefits such as improved circulation and reduced inflammation, making an ideal choice for heating pads and other body-related applications, which very interesting. So I will be healing my body as I keep it warm. We'll see. I hope so. And so as we get into this here, keep in mind the fact that, yes, this is the graphene heated jacket, but it's also considered to be on their website the Men's Classic Graphene Heated Jacket 2.0 Hard Shell. And there are a number of different colors. I opted for green. And if everything goes well, this should be a size large. I am 6'1", 175 pounds. And usually I do need a size large. And so I'm hoping this will fit me well. Now right away, as you look here, you can see a fleece-lined hood. And as we open up the jacket all the way, again, more fleece lining. Now this is kind of like a high pile fleece. It is very soft to the touch. You can see it's got a good amount of fleece in there. It's not tight. It's kind of like a large high pile fleece. Taking a look at the overall features on the outside. So generally speaking, polyester on the outside. And it is also a polyester fleece on the inside. So 100% polyester construction. This hood is removable, which I will probably do. For me personally, removable hoods I do typically take off, but it's hard to say. I might put it back on. Just looking at this in a little more detail, definitely has a drawstring, the ability to cinch it down, and then a little Velcro flap that you can put across your chin to keep everything tight. But again, for me, I probably won't use this. I opt for more of like a hat or something like a wool hat instead. Zippered and storm-resistant pockets on the outside. What I like and see already which works very well, is the zipper construction, which in this case you can see weatherized zippers. They are sort of rubber on the outside and inverted zipper tracks, which helps to protect the zippers but also keep everything weather resistant and weather tight. And then on top of that, you'll notice when you zip these up, there's a little storm flap right on the top, which helps to shed water away from the zipper down over that rubberized track and keep everything dry. So from that perspective, very nicely constructed. Very simple zipper pulls, easy to get on, and the zippers are very smooth. Now on the inside here, a good size pocket, pretty straightforward, not a lot to it, but you can see fits about the full hand width right there. So that's on the left hand chest pocket, a little bit of trim. And as we roll this around to the right side, you'll notice the right side is plain. Lower down, these same weatherized zippers. So this is on the bottom of the front. Opening that up, and on the inside, again, full-size pocket. Now there is no fleece lining on the inside. That might have been a nice touch where you get all that fleece on the outside. Just having that nice hand-warming pocket would be great. It's thin material on the outside, so that's not necessarily going to help to keep your hands warm. You could certainly tuck them inside the jacket, but to me, that would be a nice feature, having a little of that fleece on the inside and just to have a place where you can keep your hands warm, nice and protected. Now they're the same exact pockets on both sides, but one other thing worth noting. Again, pay attention to the fact that they are adding storm flaps when needed and in strategic locations. So that zipper is not only rubberized and sealed off, but it also has a bit of a storm flap over the top to really seal things off. So again, so far, seemingly nice features. A two-tone design, black over the top, green on the bottom, and then all black accents throughout. On the inside, you do have your pocket. Now, I am going to assume, and you will attach your battery, and you end up with your power button on the inside, which is what I was saying earlier on. This is different than other brands out there. Most of the other brands, that's actually on the outside. I like that it's hidden, and on the inside, to me, I think that's a better design. That is pretty much it in terms of the pockets. Very straightforward on the sleeves. You'll see an adjustable cuff. Now, I do always prefer a Velcro cuff versus buttons, and the reason being, this is literally infinitely adjustable from super wide. You can just get it dialed in, and I think that's a superior design, in my opinion, to get everything where you like it, depending on your wrist size, if you have gloves, or what you need to do for your given needs. So to me, that works out very well. So next, this does come with a power bank, 3.7 volt, 16,000 milliamp hours. This has 59.2 watt hours of power, and you can obviously recharge this. Now, this is a big boy. This is a big, heavy power bank. You will definitely feel this as you carry it, but this should power you up for a good long time. Wulcea reporting that you get a very, very useful and very admirable 10 hours with all 6 heating zones activated at the same time, 10 hours on low, 6 hours on medium, and 4 hours on high. That is definitely by far the best performance I've seen or heard of yet. However, obviously that does come with the price of carrying around a large power bank, but it might be worth it, especially on those super cold days. USB Type-C rechargeable, so that's your charging port, but then you plug it into the actual jacket up on top. So pressing the button there, you'll see 4 lights indicating that this is fully charged. So that's nice. A nice long cable on the jacket. We have a couple of options here. So really interesting. The USB interface operates at a different voltage. So in essence, what they're saying is this serves as an alternative when your DC interface is unavailable. So in other words, if you lose your original power bank and don't have the proprietary connector, you can leverage your own power bank and get this jacket heated. However, they also say you might not get the exact same performance. So it's interesting that it gives you the flexibility and versatility, or you could even add an additional power bank into your sort of rotation if you needed it to keep you going. But it is preferred to use the DC connector, which plugging this in, so getting things started here, long pressing for 3 seconds. High is red, medium is white, and low is blue. And you can just simply toggle between those. Now holding down for 2 seconds, and that turns it back off. And as far as the heating zones, you end up with a heating zone high up on the neck. You have a large heating zone on your back. Then you end up with heating zones both in the pockets, in the front, which is why I think it would be nice to have just the additional protection on the face. I know the inside is going to heat up, but what about the outside? I guess we'll see. And then 2 zones on the lower back, kind of along the back, down low. And so I'm hoping this fits me well. Again, I am 6'1", 175 pounds. This is a size large, and it seems as though it's going to be just about perfect. I don't know if I would get another size. Usually where I struggle is in the arms. This is kind of a European zipper, so I feel like this is reverse. I think US would be the right. I don't know. This feels the opposite to me. Sometimes I can't tell because I get a lot of different types of garments. Snap on the bottom, clipping that shut, and everything feels pretty nice. Generally, I like the style. I can definitely feel the warmth in the fleece. Not too much extra fabric, and definitely feels to be about the right size for me. You end up with that collar. And in terms of the arm length, my arms are pretty long. This is going to definitely pull a little bit and pull away from my arms. That's kind of the norm for me, just a bit. But I do wish the sleeves were just a little bit longer. But not much you can do. As I kind of stand normal, it seems like everything's going to fit me fairly well, but the sleeves are just a touch short, at least for me. So at this point, there's really only one thing left to do. That's to get this outside and start testing it. So let's let this thing rip and let's see how it feels. And so, all right, guys, there you have it. A look at this jacket from the company Wulcea. Now, ultimately, pretty good. All things considered, I do have to say, it fits well. It's comfortable. I like the lining on the inside. Obviously, being battery-powered and heated, generally very good. Now, I didn't give it a complete rundown, but I definitely got some good quality impressions on some nice, cool days. And a few things that I need to say. First off, the heated capabilities, pretty good. Did a nice job on my neck, did a nice job on my back, and actually did a good job on my hands. However, I still stick by the point that I wish on these pockets it had the lining on the outside. I did find that I was struggling to keep my hands warm, even though given there was the nice heated sections on the inside. Second, the battery lasted pretty good. I ran it mostly on high, a little bit on medium, and I probably got somewhere between 6 and 8 total hours of runtime on a full charge. At this point, the battery is, to my knowledge, completely dead, I believe. So I will check it real quick. And as I press the button on the side here, I mean, it's basically flashing that single light indicating that at this point, the battery is exhausted. So the jacket will not run. So I ran it through a full battery cycle. The battery is a little large, a little bit heavy. And then given the overall runtime, again, granted, I pretty much let this coat run at pretty much the full tilt. It lasted pretty good. So as long as you're staying ahead of it, charging it before the day, you shouldn't have any problems. It'll probably get you through the day as long as you manage the battery, turning it on, turning it off when you get to your destination, and making sure that you regulate the temperature from time to time. So all in all, pretty good. Water resistance seemed okay. Water was beating off at first. It definitely soaked into the fabric at times, but I wasn't making it through to the point where I was soaked. I wasn't making it to the point where I was even damp. I mean, I don't see that being a problem, but granted, it wasn't raining that hard, so long-term testing will prevail. But again, I do have to say I like this jacket. I think it performed for its given duties. So to the people at Wulcea, thank you so much for providing this for review. For the rest of you, if you like this content, do me a favor. Take a look at my Outer Limitless 2 channel, which is more on the tactical and firearms side of things. At this point, that channel is growing quickly. I have a ton of videos up there. So if you like what you see here on Outer Limitless, do me a favor and check me out on Outer Limitless 2. So alright guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you found it a little bit informative. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.